Hello and welcome to The Corner. I'm the Frosted Glass, and I'm joined by my fellow Alabaster Savages. I like boobs.
I wish to have an extended conversation about the nature of sex.
Yeah, you ducked out for most of that.
Yeah,
What?
You ducked out
You
for
cut
most
out.
of that.
Oh, sorry. I wish to have an extended conversation about the nature of socks.
Yes, we've been talking about socks.
yes.
Moonshock.
He's always missing one sock for some strange reason.
Terry Diamantis.
We should invite the next Socks Minutes onto the stream at some point.
I see what you did there.
And this week's special guest, Sunburst.
And I'm the other one that can't put a sock there.
What?
Hi, Evolved Potato.
And she's happy about that too. Well, she had better be, but
I would hope that you're happy about it too.
hell yeah. Well, in this day and age, you can be whatever you want.
It's good to have variety. He's got Garrett Hedlund for when he wants sausage, and Sunburst for when he wants taco.
Yeah,
Well, what
Garrett
about
is his
bacon?
sock holder.
Hi, Takapelka. Hi, Grisella.
So I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hi, Kyler. Hi, Rotten.
All right.
And apparently
So,
Jack only has 1 foot. So T wanted me to tell you that.
Oh.
So we're going to start out by answering one of the all-time questions that have plagued mankind.
Oh God.
And that is, are trans women psychic?
Ah.
Why?
Yes.
I'm already getting the eye rub of death from Braniel.
Amber.
Yes.
Oh, I was, yeah.
Yes, trans
Hi,
women
Unit.
have women's intuition too.
Hi, Benin Williams.
Amber. Oh.
Well, considering that women's intuition is not a real thing, I guess we can let them have it.
Hi, Green
What
Badger.
the hell is wrong with this woman?
She likes the medium.
Is this like the equivalent of witchy woo woo Frosted?
I think so.
Of course not.
You know, Frosted, I wanted to gift you a Christmas gift. Now I just want to hang you up by the mistletoe and kill you.
A link to this woman is in chat. Go and check her out. She's so hot.
This is only the first article.
Oh, fuck you, babe. What'd she do? Get stung by a bee?
I know. She looks like she's been puffed
Stung
up
by a bee.
here and there. She's like,
A big bee.
and she's got those man those man eyeglasses going. Like, what the hell?
She's got that avocado head shape.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. I gotta remember that one.
Well, maybe she identifies as a potato because of all those pockmarks and all the indentations and all the puffies. So maybe she's a bag of marshmallows. Who knows?
She looks like she's about to tell me her store has no refunds.
I've wanted to write about this topic for quite some time, but I wanted to wait until I was further along on HRT to get a better perspective on feeling like a woman.
Whoa. Okay, what the hell is an AMAB?
Yeah.
This is a dude. I'm
Yes,
a
it is.
41-year-old AMAB who is 14 and a half months on HRT to become
Yes.
the woman I was always destined to be.
Did
Did you not
realize,
figure it out?
I
Did
just
you not
now
realize
like
from context?
fuck.
Yeah, sheesh, babe.
I don't pay attention very often.
It's yes. AMAB is assigned male at birth.
Yes,
Oh,
she can hold the sock. Yeah.
Yes.
Credit where it's due. I thought it was a woman when I saw the picture, but I just thought it was a really ugly woman.
There you go.
Well, this is a dude, so we are going to use he, him pronoun.
Yeah, whatever you want. I don't care.
Now 14 plus months in which is a revision to one of my earlier stories where I mentioned I was 14 and a half months on HRT, which was a typo.
What?
Who the fuck cares?
I am by no means saying you need to be on HRT to be a woman, as being transgender is something you just are intrinsically. But being on HRT definitely brings out the woman in you, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well.
Okay, so you're an emotional nutcase.
However,
I'm sorry, but what is... I still don't understand how a person who's never been a woman and never will be a woman has an intimate understanding of what it's like to be a woman.
But they can't define it.
Dude, have you been in the fucking dark for the last year when a man can outwoman a woman and become woman of the year?
Oh yeah, it happens all the time.
So where the hell where have you been putting your head? You can't ask questions like that when you clearly know the answer. Exactly. Keeps right. What is a man? A man is obviously a woman.
No. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk, have it you.
But honestly, I mean, like, to me, I think that these people think that women are just the most obnoxious people on earth, because I think that trans women hate women, and not just real women. I mean, like, all women. I think they hate all women because they seem to interpret being a woman as just being the most awful human being on earth, because that's how they act.
Well, it just occurs to me like that these freaks that are out there. I want to be a woman because I was born a woman. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, fine. If you want to be a woman, then you have to take everything else that comes along with it. You have to have your monthly cycle. You have to be able to have babies. But guess what? That'll never happen because biologically, you will always be a man, regardless of what you do. All this HRT shit, you stop that, all of a sudden, guess what? You're going back to be the gender you were when you first were born. So
I like how it's basically the end of Aladdin. You want to be a woman? Fine. And everything that goes along with it.
Exactly. You know,
I mean, I'll meet you halfway. I'll treat you as a crazy person.
That's
So
about right.
that makes sense.
I mean,
However,
humans anyway.
However, even before all the HRT and realizing I was transgender, I felt like I always had women's intuition. Most people refer to men's intuition as a gut feeling. Like I have a gut feeling that my team is going to score on this play. I have a gut feeling that I will find a parking space on the next road up. So whenever I would say something like, I have a feeling so-and-so is going to happen, my guy friends would all go, so you have a gut feeling then? Yeah, I don't buy that. I would always, yeah, of course. Can't ruin that male stereotype of men bonding over a moment, right? Bonding is a stereotype? Okay.
I don't know.
Bonding is a thing that men do, so it's bad.
Basically, yes.
I never liked referring to it as a gut feeling. It just never felt quite right. But whenever I was in the presence of a woman, I would say, I have a feeling so-and-so is going to happen, and then I would always add, call it women's intuition, with a wink to the woman. I wasn't trying to...
Since you are a woman now, I guess being in the presence of a woman, all you have to do is look in a mirror, right?
But
then the woman...
there's different words for the same thing. You've got a hunch. You either call it a gut feeling or intuition or whatever, but it's the same thing. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I wasn't trying to joke around that women's intuition isn't real or is a joke. Far from it. But more like I was trying to be on their level, in a way trying to fit in more with women before I even knew I was a woman.
Sorry.
It's kind of ironic now, isn't it? Now I sit here 14 plus months in on HRT to be the woman I always should have been, having socially transitioned as well, and I have to say, I feel like I get women's intuition a lot more. Maybe it's being more in tune with my body, maybe it's the hormones, but that intuition happens all the time now out of the blue.
So what you're saying is that gigantic schlong that you've got between your legs is just an enlarged clit? Got it.
Yeah. She's taken the HRT and it's giving her psychic powers. This is her superhero origin story.
Why don't
So
you just go and
Professor
have your nuts?
XY?
Yeah.
Go have your nuts cut off, have your dick inverted, and then have to do stints every week or every day or whatever the hell it is for the rest of your life, and then say, God, that was such a great idea. I am so glad I did this.
It happens at work. It happens when I'm at the supermarket or in my car. Hell, it definitely happens on my walks with my dog. But why do women get intuition? Well, a quick Google search will tell you the following. Science.
Why do women have intuition? Is yours being triggered by this freak that wants to be a woman?
Yeah, I had the intuition that before we even started the stream, I was, what the hell was I thinking?
Every human has intuition. It's like
No,
just a
only
natural
women.
part of being human.
Only women.
Only women get intuition. Men get
Yes.
gut feelings.
Yes.
Oh,
which are
Yeah.
inferior.
And they're always sexist too for some
Yeah.
reason.
Science suggests women's intuition is a product of evolution. Females with a strong ability to understand and predict the needs of their offspring and mates thrive over females with inferior senses. Previous generations were often expected to be seen but not heard. Because of this, they developed a deep sense of observation by becoming hypersensitive to the feelings and nonverbal cues of others.
Okay, I understand. When it's about baseball, it's a gut feeling. When it's about a person, it's intuition. Is that what you're trying to say?
This is just describing being perceptive.
Yeah.
It's not intuition. It's not any sort of extra psychic ability. It's just having eyes and paying attention. It doesn't
It's know
make
how
you
to read a
special,
room.
maybe.
No.
It's knowing when you walk into a room, it's you know how to read it. It's like, oh, everybody's laughing. I'm not going to tell a sad story. Oh, everybody's sad. I'm not going to tell, a funny story. I mean, everybody's got it.
Call it women's intuition.
Only women.
I have never used that saying.
What? So is that like me saying my ginger sense is tingling?
Well, no, that we know is your gay sense, but it's a whole different thing. But still, it's like
That just means he wants cock.
Yeah.
I love the cock. Do not clip that.
Women may exhibit more intuition, empathy, collaboration, self-control, and appropriate concern because of increased blood flow in the brain. Or as Dr. Daniel Amen, founder of the Amen Clinics, put it, the female brain is wired for leadership.
You guys are assholes!
What happened?
Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Kyler.
Keith and Kyler.
Oh.
But
Apparently, I love the cock so much it has to be clipped by two different people.
Your cock has to be clipped?
You have to stop saying it.
Yes, my cock has to be clipped. Clip my cock!
Guys, the female brain is wired for leadership.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How about lead me to a sandwich?
If women, I'm sorry to break this to you, sweetheart, but if women were in charge of the world would be over the next day.
Well, I mean, no decisions would ever get made, which would be something of a problem.
Everyone would be, all the world leaders. Imagine if all the world leaders were extra temperamental once a month.
Nothing would get done. We'd be like, well, no, I mean, what do you want to do? Well, I don't know. What do you want to
exactly.
do? Well, we can't hurt that person's feelings. But oh my God, did you see what that bitch was wearing? No.
They're the most judgmental motherfuckers you'll ever see. Sorry, Terry.
There's a reason why I've got more male friends than female friends. I don't like female friends.
Terry, talk.
There's an example I keep coming back to, which was Bear Grylls' The Island, where they split it up into men and women to live like on an island, basically. The men had everything fixed and like up and running within a day. The women spent so long like doing nothing that they had to be saved by the producers of the show, otherwise they would have like dehydrated and like died. It's like that's how bad the women were at like basic survival.
Yeah, that happened on another one of those shows where they had these women that all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're gonna have a tribe of women, or not tribe, but like a team of women. They ended up failing miserably, and if like you said, the producers had to save them. I don't know what the show was, but yeah, it was the same thing.
And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say something. The introduction of women into the workforce. There are some women who are fine with working, but I think that there are a lot of women who they just get into this middle management position and they just waste space.
Oh, of
And
course.
it makes me like infuriated because they don't do anything of any real value, but they get paid more than most of the actual workforce.
Well, put it this way: when a company needs to like cut costs and like they start doing all the mass layoffs, most of the layoffs are going to be women because they're the ones occupying the disposable roles.
So
Like
if it's
HR is 90% bloat right out the gate.
It's also 90% women, if not more.
Yeah, exactly.
so if
And I
it's-
know that's what you're referring to, that kind of.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but I guess my biggest issue is that everybody's like, we have to have so many women percentage on the board of directors, blah, 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 blah. And look at the current setup, or look how successful these big businesses are that have had that happen. They're not doing too well. So you can't have one or you can't have one thing and expect it to be this much as far as results go. You have these mega successful companies. Look at their board of directors, and then look at the companies that are like, oh well, we have to have at least half of the people women. They're not doing too well comparatively. They just aren't. This is not to say that there aren't genius women in business, but by and large, they're wired differently.
And what's more, I think a lot of it is, I think there's a lot to do with environmental factors. Like, I think that at a different time in history, you could look at the female population of nurses and think that they were exceptional. And now I look at the female population of nurses and I think they're all psychotic. I mean, not all
they
of them.
just rolled out of bed. We had to go someplace this past Monday. Each one of the women were in either jammy pants, leggings, so unprofessional. I know it was for Christmas, but I'm sitting there going, this is a medical building.
Yeah.
No, just I don't want to see your jiggle when you walk in front of me. I don't want to see the fact that those pajama pants are so old that they've got stains that I don't know what. I don't care. If you're in a medical profession, dress professionally.
I agree.
By the way,
there
Jack,
was another. Sorry.
By the way, my sister is a nurse.
Oh.
I'm not saying you're completely wrong, but yeah.
But I mean, I also will say that the same thing in regards to teachers. I think that at another point in time, teachers were a more respectable profession. I do not think that they're. Yeah,
and probably
I
less
do not think they are nearly as respectable today. They're just not even close.
I will admit, and I will gladly admit that the vast majority of the teachers that I had that were women, I actually enjoyed them more than I did the men. It's a lot easier to learn from a female teacher who knows what they're doing as opposed to a man who's just like, I mean, I've never had a yardstick slapped down in front of me, like from a disciplinary kind of a perspective, but by and large, I found that it is easier to learn from a female teacher as opposed to a male teacher. It's complete teaching style. I mean, it could be personal preference, but I have always found that the people that have been instructors or professors or teachers for me, I've always learned better when they were women. I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you why, but that's just the way it is for me.
Kiefer Dam in chat asks what women are good at then. I think perhaps a little bit insulted, and fair enough, but we haven't exactly been very nice about women in the last few minutes. But
we're being realistic.
It's
what women are good for: birthing children, taking care of the children, taking care of the home.
Yes,
that's what we're good for.
I think that that's good, but I also think that it depends on the quality of a woman, because I think that one of the things that is inherent to womanhood is being more temperamental. So you're more easily swayed, or a woman is more easily swayed with their emotions, and that can cause problems for a lot of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Well, I agree. My current boss is a woman, and I love her. She is the best boss I have ever had, hands down. Because why? And if why? Because she respects me. I respect her. She respects everybody, and she also allows us to give constructive criticism without being offended or without taking offense. Like, what? A woman can't do this. A woman can't do this. She has been a programmer for the last almost 40 years, almost 45 years. She is brilliant, and maybe she's one of those rare, those rare circumstances where a woman is actually very good in that kind of a position. But I will say that comparatively, I would rather have a female boss than a male boss. But the biggest, I would say the biggest but, no pun intended, is that you have to know, if you want me to respect you as a supervisor or a manager, you have to know what the hell you're doing. You can't just sit on your ass in an office and just delegate. You just can't. As far as I'm concerned, a boss has to know everything that their employees do. And don't be afraid to jump into the fray. Even if the upper management says, well, that's not your job. Your job is to make sure they're doing their job. No, fuck you. That is not what I believe. A supervisor or manager should be able to do exactly what their employees also do. That is the hallmark of a good manager. And if you can't get that down, then you don't deserve to be a manager. Hands down, period.
Tell that to a
I would
pimp.
say that. I would say this. There are some women that certainly hold their own in the workforce and even excel at it. But I think there are a lot of women who have been forced into the workforce through cultural norms, etc., that don't belong there at all, and they should just quit. And and frankly, some of them are so awful, I think they should jump off a cliff. But that's another story.
Oh, I completely agree. There are some who definitely do not belong in the workplace, but by and large, the ones that are there, they can hold their own, but they have to realize that you're going to be in a very competitive field. So don't pull this bullshit of, oh, well, this is so biased toward men. You want to know why? Because started with men working, because traditionally the women were the homemakers. They had the kids, they watched them, they raised them, they reared them. Even Son will agree with that. It's just a matter of what you're good at versus where you think you should be or what you think you can do compared to everybody else.
All right. So back to the article.
Reading an article? When did we start doing that?
I regret nothing.
Nor do I.
So if it's a product of evolution, by that definition, I was always a woman, right? All my life, I have always exhibited empathy for others, which men never do. Collaboration, hello group projects throughout school, self-control.
Then I'm not a woman because I hated group projects.
I don't know anyone who likes group projects. The person, if you liked group projects, that's because you're the useless person in them.
Yep.
Yeah, you're the person that sits in the back and lets everybody else do the work for you.
Really, when this person says I liked group projects, you're really telling me you're the dumb one.
Well, and that's one of the things when I was in university. Almost every class you had to have a group project. Always had to have a group project. And depending on who you got in your group, you can do great or you can sink like a stone. And there was always this one poor woman who could never, ever get into a good group because she was such a ditz, such an idiot, that everybody that got her in their group was like, oh, fuck, we have to have her in our group. It was terrible. And she is just a prime example of someone who should not be in any kind of higher education because you just don't get it. And she never did. And she didn't graduate either. She dropped out about halfway through the program. Anyway.
You never told us how you and Son met before.
Mm-hmm.
You dickhead.
Oh, wait. I was better at the video game than he was. Oh.
No.
Yes.
You were just a different class. That's all.
And better.
All right.
Shut up!
Self-control, not always easy for guys to do, given the testosterone raging in their systems, and definitely
Which you
You don't know
have.
what testosterone does.
concern for others. Oh, and of course, intuition. But more on that leadership part. I always tend to take the lead in things, albeit from the group projects in school to planning events to running a tailgate. I was always wired that way, but now it makes more sense that I was just in the wrong body all my life.
So you're an organized person who likes to plan things. Welcome to adulthood.
That
Yeah.
means
Yeah,
that means he's
Hi,
obviously
James.
a woman.
And by all this, sorry, Terry, by all this, then I'm a man because I am the complete opposite of that.
Does that make me
No.
gay?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
wanting
you-
to be
you
a
were
leader
gay
is
long
actually a
before
masculine
this, man.
trait.
Yeah. Sorry, Terry.
I almost threw this in my article of signs in my life that I was always transgender, but this deserved an entire article dedicated to this because I really think women's intuition is that important.
All right, hold on. Okay, this motherfucker says, I'm a woman, yet now you're like, oh, I'm transgender. Make up your fucking mind. Which one are you? Are you a woman or are you transgender? Make up your mind. It's one or the other. It's not both. Oh, by the way, you're a man. I don't care what the hell you say. Or, oh, my HRT says I'm a woman. No. You stop that, you become a man again. Guaranteed.
While I'm certainly not the first medium writer to touch on the subject, I did not see a lot of trans women touching on the subject except by way of possible comment on an article. Fun fact, if you search on Medium for the term women's intuition, comments are included as well as articles. Also, as I mentioned earlier, you do not need to be on HRT, as I am living proof that I always had women's intuition, and now this further reinforces I should have been a woman all along.
No.
Oh, I hate
No.
you, Frosted. I really hate you.
But wait, if you were a woman all along, how can you say you should have been a woman all along?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you're just one of those people that is good at reading other people. There are some people that are just like that.
Yeah.
You can walk in a room and go, all this, I know it just by that. That's what this person is.
Yeah. And
There's no such thing as women's intuition or gut instinct. It's the same thing.
And there is no amount of artificial estrogen or female hormones that are going to somehow eradicate that Y chromosome that you have. It's always going to be there. It is in your biological makeup. You will never replace that with another X. It just won't happen.
I will leave you with this. When
I
mentioned,
think Moonshock wears a little too much biological makeup.
Fuck off.
I will leave you with this. When I mentioned to a coworker in an email recently that it was my women's intuition that led me to a certain conclusion, she said, "Yes, always listen to it." Girl, I've been listening to it all my life.
Most people do. That's like those stories like I almost died and then I had that funny feeling that I should have turned left instead of right, and good thing. That's just, oh my God, you're not a fucking woman. You're a man who thinks you're a woman. You're an idiot.
Okay, Frosted, you're going to have to reread this entire article. And
Shut up.
everybody who, every time you hear the word intuition, it's shot time.
You'd be the first one. You're dead after the first shot.
All right. Well, with the end of the first article comes the first game.
Best game.
I want easy ones.
Too late.
I can tell by the menu choose, but all right.
Oh, damn!
Wow.
And that is
Oh,
Sad
you are
Lib's,
easy, babe.
Oof.
and that is Sad Lib's double
argue
prompt
with that.
edition.
I can't argue with that.
Serious? Oh.
What did you think? The first one is easy. Apostrophe S.
All right, and this is where I take 4 headlines for Medium, take out 2 words, and you guys fill in those words Madlib style, and then the chat will vote on which one is best. All right, so Jack, I need a verb.
I'm drawing a blank. All I can think of is shit.
I mean,
That shit
that's-
is too obvious. It's too.
All right, Moonshock, I need a male person.
How about?
Well, we all know where he's going to go with this one. Come on.
Yeah.
Where am I gonna go with this one? Come on.
Garrett Hedlund.
Garrett, call me.
Is that what you're going with?
Fuck no.
Of course, I was going to say, yeah.
Joseph R. Biden. Just put Joe Biden.
Jose Biden.
Jose.
Jose.
Jose
All right.
Biden.
Do you have a verb yet, Jack?
I'll trade you,
No.
Jack.
Come back to me.
All right, Terry, I need a female person.
Greta Thunberg.
How dare you?
That's her.
I should be in school.
I don't think you're allowed new schools, Moonshock.
What? That's not funny.
All right. Son, I need a person possessive.
Babe, seriously, I have no idea. And I'll admit it, I have no idea what that means.
It's just a
Basically,
person
it's-
followed by
it's-
apostrophe S.
Yeah. Like Moons or Frosteds or Jacks or Terrys or whoever you want.
Oh, okay. Then we'll just because
Okay.
it's the holiday season, Santa's.
There you go.
I'm for some reason I'm drawing a blank. Let's just go with fuck.
There you go.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
Brandon looks extremely disappointed in me.
Terry, give me an adjective.
Slippery.
Okay. Son, give me an adjective.
Oh, you will have to come back to me on that one.
Yeah.
Just like junkie.
No.
Joe Biden junkie.
All right, Jack, give me a plural noun.
Wow, you're
fuck
really on
me.
point tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. I'm so used to getting asked for adjectives.
Jack's up with
But
it.
you never have. But you never have adjectives either. All right, Moon, give me a
I have
living.
Chucky.
Moon, give me a living thing.
Oh my god. How about...
It's a living thing. There you go, Jack.
Here, that'll give you some inspiration. How about prostitute?
I
Do they
have
count?
one.
I think prostitutes are dead inside. They might not count.
Oh, I could have said elf.
Yeah.
Would that be better if I said elf?
Frosted.
No.
I was thinking you should have said reindeer.
Hey.
Frosted.
Yeah.
Anal beads.
Oh god.
Okay. And son, adjective.
Well, it's Joe Biden, so I'm going to say dummy
Or
Or
you
just
can do dumb.
or dumb. That's fine.
You can do retarded, or you can do
I'm not saying that word. I don't want to get Frosted's channels.
Which word?
The
'Cause-
R word.
Because that's the
retard.
worst word that we say on this channel.
No, but there's gonna be somebody who is just that word hurt my feelings.
Son. Retarded nigger faggot. There, nothing you say will matter after that.
Okay, then retarded. I don't want that. Retarded. And I have no problem saying that nigger, Terry. No problem at all with that one. The hard R.
Okay. So let's see.
No, that's a country in Africa, right, nigger?
Yeah. Or there's another one called niggeria.
Yeah.
That sounds like a drink.
That's where you buy the niggers from. The niggeria.
All right. So
Is niggeria when a black person destroys a bathroom?
Ew.
All right, so Jax is how it really is to fuck as a guy with a slippery penis.
Oh.
That's just accurate.
All right, Moons. Joe Biden was a sissy boy. Why drag matters to retarded gay men?
Joe
That's
Biden's a
pretty good.
sissy boy.
All right, Terry's. Greta Thunberg was convicted of murder. Now she sells anal beads on Instagram.
That's a good one.
If that were the end to her story, that would be fitting. All right.
It's like the end of a movie when they give the little line about what each person is doing now.
Yeah, like the end of
Greta
Animal House.
Thunberg now sells anal beads.
All right, and sons. I punished Santa's boyfriend by having him perform oral sex on my prostitute and I.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
All right, so give me a sec to start a poll so the chat can vote on which is best.
So Santa's gay.
Always was.
Can I just say I think I do much better on the second word than I do on the first, because it's often the case where I don't win at all, but the
Yeah.
person who I do the second word for wins.
I gotta give this one to Terry. I think he's probably gonna take this one away. Way to pull in that 0% vote there, Jack.
Yeah, like I said, I do shit on the first word and I do great on the second.
It was 69% of the vote for me, which would have been a perfect time to just end it.
And
Oh,
Also,
back
we-
69. No, 55.
also we have 34 viewers, but only 19 likes.
Slackers. We will know who you are. Oh my god, Jack got a vote.
Rigged.
Did you
Rigged.
sign into another account to vote for yourself, Jack? Oh, you got
Yeah.
2 votes. 3 votes. No, 2 votes. Oh, 3 votes.
All right, give it a couple more seconds.
We know Terry won. Let's just
Honestly, 10% is more. 10% is more than I
Terry
deserve. Frankly.
wins. Go Terry.
The graph kind of looked like the middle, like someone giving the middle finger if you looked at it from the side.
Jack is the 13%.
There you go.
A pity vote from Brandon.
There you go. 13%. 13% of the panel makes up 50% of the bad answers.
All right, and
Well,
Terry wins.
that only
with-
works on Quippers because one person really is 13% on Quippers.
And Terry wins with 50% of the vote.
Yay!
All right.
The
Yeah.
evidence is it's half Terry, half not Terry, so it's a tie.
Well, you only did give half of the half the answers.
All right. And now our second article,
Yay.
5 reasons why I hate Santa.
Yeah. Blazing in chat says, just got here, voted Jack because I didn't read the question and like the name Jack.
Mary Claire.
Well, thank you, Blazin. I like your name too.
All right. Our relationship is toxic and he ruins every Christmas.
What the Oh.
Oh God, this is gonna be the daddy issues article, isn't it?
Okay,
Oh,
based on
boy.
Moon's reaction, this is your warning to look at the picture.
Oh, honey. Oh, baby cakes.
Mary Claire St. Francis M.A. That is a name and a half.
There you go. There you go.
That's got to be a dude.
Oh.
That's a nun. That is a nun who went
Wait.
back.
I just got the look from Braniel, and he kind of like, whoa,
Isn't that
whoa.
isn't that the spider from Game of Thrones?
I mean,
Johnny Hellcat says it's Chris Farley. It's a
I,
comedy.
he didn't die.
I
After
don't know
all.
who she is, but I don't know who she is, but I get the feeling she wants to sell me beads from Etsy.
No, beats and Greta Thunberg, you mean?
Would you like another picture of her?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you want another picture of her? Got it. Okay, here. Oh God, this is a giant one too.
Oh dear.
The
All right.
photo or the person?
Do you really want to be murdered before Christmas?
There you go. There's even bigger picture of her.
Yeah.
It is a giant picture of this woman. We're
Yeah.
talking fucking desktop wallpaper quality, man. And you can, oh baby.
Hey, never take a picture with your chin pointed down. It gives you the double chin.
She's got gay Voldemort on the back of her head. All right. I have heard that Santa makes Christmas magical or some shit like that. But Santa and I aren't on good terms. We never have been in the 37 years that I've been alive.
Do you think this is like South Park where Kyle loses, like, he finds out that the Tooth Fairy's not real and then just has an existential crisis?
Yeah. You like alters reality.
Yeah.
If Santa disappeared into the Arctic snow and ice today and was never seen again, I'd not only not send a search party, but I'd be quite pleased about his disappearance.
Well, I've got very good news for our author. Santa does not, in fact, exist. So you've got your wish.
If your Christmases have been shitty, that's on you and your family, not this.
Here are only some of the reasons I fucking hate Santa.
You like to fuck Santa? You fucking so you fuck hate him. Got it.
Number 1, poverty isn't magical and neither is Santa.
Nobody is saying that it is, you dumbass.
I've heard that Santa is magical or something like that. The Santa myth is hurtful because some parents have more income than other parents, and it seems that Santa brings better gifts to some kids than others.
Yes, because they're different
Some
income
kids are
brackets.
stupid enough to be Jewish. So that's it.
Well, yeah, but they get 8 nights of presents.
One child might have gotten a Nintendo Switch because his parents could afford it, but the girl next door got socks and a jacket. Oh, there's the socks. The child that didn't get
Fox make an appearance.
the child that didn't get a fancy toy thinks that they just aren't as special to Santa as their friend. Santa is a middle-class fantasy. He's not.
Did anyone here ever compare themselves to the rich kid growing up when they got
No.
their present? Because I don't know about you, but I was just ecstatic on Christmas morning. I didn't spend Christmas morning being like, "Oh, I bet somebody else got something nicer."
Yeah, I mean, I got a Megazord that probably costs like $15, and I was super excited.
Of course.
Well, and you also have to realize there are things called income brackets. So typically, Santa is going to bring the more expensive toys to those that are a little bit more privileged when it comes to wealth. You know, if your parents only make $5,000 a year, you're probably going to get sawdust for Christmas. But if your parents make $5 million a year, you're probably going to get that car that you wanted. So take a look at the income of your parents or Santa before you start making little comparisons here.
I like
But
the
even
idea of
besides
someone.
that, if you get lavish presents all the time, then you don't appreciate them. Like, if getting a brand new car is just a routine thing for you, then you're not going to be excited by a new car. As if you've got to save up for a year to buy a new car. It's like, this car is the best car in the world.
Yeah.
I like the idea of someone who can drive but also believes in Santa.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of silly. It sounds kind of like the communist mentality of always being envious of what everybody else has, and so you kind of want it for yourself, and you're willing to confiscate from them. That's what this author. I think that's what this author is kind of getting to, is that she's a dirty, rotten communist.
Yeah,
I mean, if she writes for Medium, it's a pretty safe bet.
Well, it's the way that she's making the sound. She's making the sound like she needs to go and live in North Korea for a while to see just how great life is here compared to there. Because over there, you don't get jack shit unless you kiss the ass, and we're talking the entire ass of the government. You only
you-
get to live in great places like Pyongyang if you do everything for the government. Otherwise, you're going to be living off in some gulag rice paddy where you grow everything. Everything that you do will go back to Pyongyang and feed the higher ups.
I
I
like
don't want to
the
hear this bullshit.
I like the image of communist Santa.
Yeah.
Well, he does wear red, so there you go.
Santa is a middle-class fantasy. He's not magical at all in neighborhoods like mine, where kids don't have jackets, or menstrual supplies, or underwear.
What?
Okay, I'm not a woman. Son, do you ever get menstrual supplies for Christmas presents?
No, and if I ever did, I'd actually look at my parent and be like, "What the heck is wrong with you?"
What?
I would die laughing if like my sister got menstrual products for Christmas.
Oh, so Santa's in tune with menstrual cycles now. All right, go Santa.
Like it would be the worst present ever, but it would be hilarious for anyone who wasn't the person receiving it.
Yeah, be like, what the fuck is this? I needed super
I mean-
absorbency. This is regular. Fucking Santa.
I mean, hey, you can. At the very least, the kid can use them to dry his tears.
There you go.
Or if you get bloody noses, put them up there.
Yeah.
Whatever toys or special items Santa does bring these children were bought via payday loans by their parents. Some people don't have the means to pretend that Santa is some kind of genie in a bottle.
God.
Number 2. As an adult, I had an abusive friend who insisted I do Santa.
Whoa.
As in, have sex with him? Or.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Wait,
find out.
I'm going to take a stab at this and say that your abusive friend wanted you to have fun, and you're such a miserable pile of shit that you did.
No, I think what it is basically pretend that your Christmas present to my kid is from Santa, not from you. Something like that.
I was in an abusive friendship with a woman who wanted to mother me, who told me that she would dump me if I didn't do Santa with my kids, and she was dead serious.
No, lose the friend. What do you care?
I'm an asexual lesbian woman.
Huh? Well, no, you cannot be both. You cannot be asexual and a lesbian at the same time. Sorry.
Actually, you can, because asexual means that you you reproduce without having sex. So this is a lesbian who just splits into two separate lesbians as her means of reproduction.
So she uses fission. Got it.
Well, she had to have kids at some point.
Everybody knows that lesbians can go through mitosis.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, that's just like nuclear fission. Let's split that atom, and you'll become two different people. All right. Or is she like the she like those things where she could like go and rub her arm a big old swath of sweat and just throw it on the ground, and it creates a new person.
I'm getting the most stunning mental image of Rosie O'Donnell's head bisecting.
Oh,
Like the dead creature they fought.
What did he say? What did Braniel say?
I think his head just exploded.
He said, "Oh God, why did you have to tell me that?"
Brandon, were you secretly looking at this woman behind the scenes? Admit it.
No, she starts like transforming like the Thing. I'm an asexual lesbian.
I'm pretty
woman.
sure that the longer this article goes on, the closer Braniel gets to liver poisoning.
Yeah.
I'm an asexual lesbian woman. I never have wanted to do Santa. Oh, I don't think that's actually what she meant. My bad. This. Why would you have a woman dress as Santa? This 60-something-year-old woman is still in denial about the fact that Santa is fiction.
Or maybe she wants you to play with your kids. One of those two options.
Christmas is for kids anyway. It's magical. It's hope for them. You don't have to dress up in Santa and get them the most expensive toy. The thing that made me believe in Santa when I was younger was my stocking full of a apple, an orange, and a banana, and some mixed like walnuts and that stuff. But that I know my mom got. But that's what made it magical. Was that not like the big gift? There was really no gift from Santa.
You know what I honestly think it is? I think this person wants credit for giving the presents. They don't want to say Santa get no, I got you this present, bitch. You are gonna know this present came from me.
You're gonna know that I bought these menstrual pads.
Yeah.
All right, look,
Exactly.
I'll be honest.
I will.
Finish your thought, Jack, and then it's my turn.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't care if a person doesn't want to tell their kids about Santa. And what's more, I think that this person's friend was wrong for telling her how to raise her own damn kids. That being said, she sounds like the most lifeless, most uninspired, joyless human being I've ever heard of.
My response to that would be, we're only hearing it from this nutcase's perspective. So I don't think it was an abusive friendship where the person said, you play Santa with your kids or we are no longer friends. I think the author is just being needlessly melodramatic. And the real conversation was, you really should try Santa with the kids. I'm sure they'd like it. I'm guessing it was something like that.
Well, if you look at her pictures, she's got very religious things on her wall. I bet she grew up in a cult.
Could be.
Or something very religious based on a lot of this.
Let me tell you why I really don't like people like this woman here, because Christmas is something that is different for different people, different families. Growing up, my family was very poor, but my mother went out of her way to give her 4 boys everything that they wanted. Each of us always had the one big gift, the one quote unquote expensive one. My parents were very poor. And she racked up probably about a good 5 or 6 months of debt just to make sure that we had great Christmases. We had stockings full of stuff. We had presents that are around the tree, probably about 6 feet out, 6 feet deep. And my brothers and I, we were ecstatic. We're the stereotypical couldn't sleep the night before because we were just so excited about what Christmas is like. And every single time, or every single little tag that says to such and such from, the from is always Santa, but we knew who it was. We knew it was our mother that did it. It's a matter of where are you coming from? What would you envision yourself? My mother, I love her to death. She and I have an interesting relationship, but the fact that she went out of her way, even though she knew that she wouldn't be able to afford all this stuff, just to make her kids happy. And we loved it. We weren't spoiled. We weren't privileged. We had nothing. Yet we knew at the end of the year, we would be able to make up for all of that time, all that grief, all that trouble that we caused the entire year. And then you have people like this stupid fucking bitch right here, pardon my language, that she is just forsaking everything. And to me, that is an insult. I don't give a fuck if you don't believe in Santa or not. Or, I don't want to do Santa. Stop poo-pooing everything that a lot of people really believe in, that a lot of kids believe in. Yes, we know Santa's a fictional character. But don't dash people's dreams. Don't make them feel as though, everything, Christmas is a year and it's a fraud.
Moonshock, I think you're forgetting something very important. Dasher was one of the reindeers, so there is precedent.
Sorry, but I'm taking this a little bit too personal, and I don't care.
A little bit.
I don't care.
All right.
No, it's not that you're taking it personal. It's that your mom and your dad did all they could to make it for kids, which it's supposed to be. Christmas isn't an adult holiday. It's for kids. It's for them to open up their gifts. For parents to see the joy, and that I know it's some for parents, but it's for kids too. And it's like, that's what it is. This woman's like, no, I want to be the one who's the focus of the attention. I want to be this. I want to be that. And it's like, lady, you don't even know what the spirit of Christmas is anymore.
It's vodka.
Let's say we get rid of Santa. Can we at least keep Svart? Can we at least keep Svart Pete?
I'm done. You can continue.
But I would say that Christmas to me isn't just about children, it's about everyone. And I think that ultimately the best Christmas is the one where you can give yourself to the people around you. Like you can show people how you appreciate them in the most profound way you possibly can. And that's what Christmas is to me. Someone who is totally and utterly self-absorbed could never understand that sort of mentality. And I have run into this in very, very personal ways. It's a kind of, it's like a sickness. This person to me is sick.
She's down with it.
That's it. That's my thoughts. She's down with the sickness, yes.
Yeah. Let's see. There's nothing wrong with fiction. Many people enjoy it, but very rarely are people so insistent on other people believing in their fiction that they get so emotional about it. Control freaks that want to force their own shit on society are the adults who think Santa is magical, and
Communist.
Why am I freaking messing up this word? Evangelical Christians.
Evangelist?
Well, close. Both of these groups are annoying as fuck. My 11-year-old thinks I'm the only mom that can get away with saying AF because I'm a cool mom. Yeah, I'm sure. I'll take it while I can, because in a year or two, she probably won't think I'm such a cool mom. That's a normal developmental stage, and I'm anticipating it. But for now, I'll let her think I'm cool. My kids don't give a shit about Santa. In fact, they told my friend they didn't believe in him, and she insisted that they must. Her Santa fetish is not my problem, and at least I don't hoard ornaments of Santa like she does. My ex-friend is over 60 years old and has boxes and boxes of Santa shit in her garage that her long-suffering husband brings out every fucking year so she can cram her large living room with crap. If that's what she likes, then great. But don't try to force my children into your fantasy land. I'd rather them develop their own fantasies to enjoy rather than recycling someone else's. My children have never believed in Santa. Not because... Huh?
You're a twisted bitch.
My children have never believed in Santa. Not because I wouldn't let them, but because I never cared if they believed or not. And so they know the story of Santa. But didn't have strong feelings about it.
You know she'd be furious if her kids believed in Santa.
Yeah. Also, like, if... I'm guessing she probably never marked any presents from Santa, so why would they believe in him? They also never had a reason to believe because they weren't invested in it. Their dignity and worth are inherent in their humanity, and they don't need a fantasy guy with a list of naughty or nice children to show it. I don't terrorize them with the idea that they won't get nice things or be unloved if they aren't acting right. Often the times when a child is acting out is when they need that assurance of love the most. They are secure in the fact that they are important, and that their value and worth don't lie in being a perfect child. Alright.
You know, I was a disobedient kid. Sometimes I still got Christmas presents. The whole naughty nice list thing, it's just to motivate them to be good. You don't actually deny your kids Christmas presents because that's kind of a scummy thing to do.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. My brothers and I, we almost got our parents evicted from the fucking apartments because we did all sorts of bad shit. We did. We flooded an entire hillside by unscrewing all the sprinklers. And guess what? We still got Christmas presents that year.
And also, I don't understand the problem with encouraging children to behave themselves.
Well, that's not
why is
letting
it a
them be
problem
their
to
true self,
encourage?
Jack. Their true self is a disobedient little shit, and we have to embrace that.
Yeah.
Never.
True self is being really obnoxious and trying and like talking back to the neighbor. We don't believe in Santa. Santa sucks.
Right.
And then the mother says, "Yay, you're showing your true self."
Yeah, basically.
It is extremely rare when I actually want to call a woman a cunt in anger. and I am this fucking close to calling her one.
Just call her one. What's
Just
the
call
big
her
deal?
one. Yeah, she's a cunt.
No, I
Yes.
All right, number
Look,
3.
You're friends with an Australian. You got to pass.
Yeah. Number 3. Adult temper tantrums over Santa wear me out. The amount of times I've been around a grown-ass
What do you
adult...
call all of this?
Basically, yeah.
The amount of times I've been around a grown-ass adult pitching a giant hissy fit over someone else's kid daring to tell her kids that Santa isn't real is absolutely fucking ridiculous, and I'm out of patience for it. Children talk with their friends about their beliefs and perceptions of the world, and personally, I'm not trying to create children that are just like me, and so I want them to develop their own ideas. The
You
parents
shouldn't
that
be creating any children, you stupid fucking bitch.
The parents that throw temper tantrums seem to want carbon copies of themselves. I won't censor my kids just because an adult can't handle their kid being exposed to ideas other than what they've been taught. I don't care if their child tells mine that God doesn't exist. I certainly won't throw a fit, and I expect the same in return.
What the hell happened to this fucking bitch to completely screw her mind over?
She
I
went to
think she grew up in a
university.
religious home, an overly strict religious home.
I just don't understand how someone can have so much fucking malice about life. I mean, this woman seems to hate everything, and she's just channeling it towards Santa for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Uh,
lot of hateful people. There's this website called Twitter. Well, it used to be called Twitter. Now it's just called X. But if you go to this website, you will see the angriest people in the world. They just like collect there. So it's
You
a
know-
good place to check out if you like angry people.
I'll also here's another bit of a bit of trivia about me. When Son and we first met, I was actually a very angry, glass half empty person, and I wasted so much time and energy being angry at everything, and it took me years to get over it, thanks to her. But I can look back and think, why the hell are you wasting so much fucking energy being this angry at everything?
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
so
it's-
much good shit in life.
Because
There's
this is what she enjoys. This is what she likes.
But also, it's a phase everyone goes
And-
through.
and
Like
then-
when I was a teenager, I went through my angry atheist phase. Now I'm still an atheist, but I don't get mad at people for believing in God because I don't care. Like your religious beliefs are your own business. Like, what does it matter to me?
So, Tara, I wouldn't necessarily say you're atheist. You sound more agnostic than atheist.
Well, I'm both because agnostic is a reference to knowledge, and atheist is a reference to belief. So I don't know for a fact that there's no God because I don't believe you can possibly know that. So that's the agnostic part.
Right.
But I don't believe in God. Like I don't see any reason to believe that one exists. So I'm an atheist and an agnostic. It's like
Yes.
Take a breather, babe.
I'm having a very hard time listening to this woman. I just am. She is just really, really making me mad, and I don't want to be this angry.
Let's see.
I mean,
She's a joy vampire.
I'm this close to just stepping the fuck away until this article is done.
Let's see. Most kids end up not giving a shit if Santa's real or not, so parental temper tantrums are unnecessary and just teach kids to throw a fit if someone else doesn't like what they say. Any parent that comes throwing a fit about Santa at me will find that I lack the empathy to entertain their crazy. Alright, number 4. Christmas is
How
a
many
season...
reasons are there?
Five.
5.
Okay. I was gonna say moon's not gonna last if there's 10 of them.
Number 4. Christmas is a season of the liturgical year for me. My children don't particularly care about the liturgical year, nor about God right now. They will figure out their religious or spiritual beliefs in good time. So when I say that for me, Christmas is about the birth of Christ, that's for me only.
Hi, author May.
I don't and can't speak for anyone else. I've never needed Santa in Christmas, and I'd rather put the Mass back in Christmas, and go to church and receive communion. Then I'll get those wise guys that brought Jesus gifts when he was about 2 years old and celebrate the entire 12-day season of Christmas until Epiphany.
Babe, you're fine.
All right, one more. Number 5. I once summoned him on a Ouija board and someone else showed up.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh God, no.
That is retarded even for this article.
You're at
really-
99%, bitch. You keep going, and I'm fucking out of here.
She really
Well, it's the
buried
last
the
one
lead
anyway.
here. She really buried the lead here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a liturgical Christian, but also I believe in summoning people through a Ouija board.
Yes.
You're a fucking moron, is what you are. You stupid.
Well, duh.
No, she's the cherry on top of the
No.
fucking sundae.
I,
She
I,
really
I think
is.
I think she just hit one of your personal sore spots, and so you're more angry at this author than you normally would be.
All right. When I was a homeless teenager hanging out at a temporary crash pad, my friends found for a month or two. We tried to summon Santa on the Ouija board and got a Norse god instead. You can read that story
course.
here.
Let's read that story right now.
I think we have read that story before.
Oh, even better. Let's read it
Really?
again.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. I think I would remember that.
Well, the problem is all the articles tend to blend together. I forget which ones we've read and which ones we haven't.
I know, but an article about summoning Santa and getting a Norse god, I would think that would stick out a little bit.
She's a
Well,
fucking
I don't remember
nutcase.
it. I don't remember it, but I'm happy for Frosted to read it to us right now. So,
This woman is a fucking loon. She belongs in an asylum.
If I hear the word magical in the same sentence as either Santa or Christmas again, I think I shall go insane. If
Too late.
I'm to have peace on earth and feel any goodwill towards man, I'm gonna need Santa to fuck right on off out of my life. He's toxic for me. May those of you who love him enjoy him.
Good. Now go the fuck away. Go. Just disappear.
I wonder how many
Please.
times as she was typing this article did she have to backspace the word dad and put Santa?
yeah.
Frosted, I'm not. These articles don't trigger me as much as you might think, but this one here really, really hit a sore spot for me. And I don't think I've ever wanted to just punch a baby right about now.
Don't worry,
Especially one of hers.
I don't think the next article will be as triggering.
Then let's skip it.
I love Christmas, and parents should be nice to children. Now I want to punch a baby.
Go around punching kids who don't believe in Santa. All right. And so the next game is for the chat only, boobs. And that is the caption contest, where I show a photo of a political figure or event, and the chat has to come up with a caption for it, and I'll tweet out the winner after the show. So this week, we have the good old guy who made use of Congress in an unusual way.
Oh, Braniel, didn't you see this? No. Does someone want to give a quick explanation
Gay sex in the
as to
Senate.
the origin of this?
That's
Wasn't
the
it a Biden
explanation.
staffer?
Two
Yeah.
dudes had sex
Wasn't
in
the-
was it like the Senate chamber or the Congress or something? But in a government building, they banged each other.
Let's
Wasn't it a Biden staffer though?
No, I didn't pay that much attention to it, but two dudes fucking in the
I
government.
know
building.
it was. I know it
One-
was a member of the staff, but I
One guy
don't
got
remember
staffed.
who.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. This is where Democrat bills come from. Rail me like I wish my stepdad would. Put your white sauce in my White House.
I like that one.
I'm getting my stimulus package passed.
That was good too.
Why is there gay porn on my screen now? I'm about to filibuster all over the place.
Oh, you can stop right there. Hey,
that's
Camel
cool.
Lens.
How politicians treat their country every day. Give me your hidden stocks, Pelosi. Let's see. I'm trying to become Secretary of Transportation after Buttigieg.
I like Johnny's.
Open-
Johnny's.
Open wide, here comes the plane. I'll be the American people and you fuck me like the government. Gonna disappoint my family and my country in a single action. I have a better ass than Miley. A clear demonstration of what Congress does to the taxpayers. Don't judge me, Crenshaw. Alright, well, we've got a bunch already, so I'll end with this one. This is where judges are made.
You forgot the other one from tier.
Yeah, Zelensky, do this and I will get you another trillion.
I'm gonna filibuster all over the place.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Hey, Camel gets my vote.
It's pretty clear to me.
Alright, Terry and Son.
I'll just make it unanimous with that one.
No. I mean, I'm gonna vote for Johnny with the plain one just to be different. But I mean, Camel wins either way.
I think Johnny's would have been second, but I gotta go with Camel's.
It would have been better if the icon over the guy's ass was the jet, presidential jet. That one would have been better open wide.
Alright. Take a second, copy that down. Alright. Also, is someone on life support in someone's background? I keep hearing like these steady beeps.
Huh?
I don't hear it.
Terry, are you dying?
Are you like about bup?
I mean, I am technically dying. I mean, I'm gonna die of old age at some point. I'm in the process of doing that now.
Or there's a
fine.
price checker nearby. I don't know.
Maybe.
I hear nothing.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it either.
I hear it like for us it does. Yeah, it's just a steady beat.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, kind of like on Minions last night. They had a ceiling bird.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
Kate can hear it as well. So I mean, it's not just you. Ebony hears it as well.
Wait, but if it was on the Minions, who was the black guest?
That's a weird thing. None of them were black.
Was Adam there? Is he close enough? He's brown.
I don't think Adam was there.
Okay. Who else is
There.
brown?
Adam's brown?
Yeah. He's like Hispanic or something. I don't know. He's like he's not Mexican, but he's like may as well be.
All right.
I honestly had no idea.
Okay, and now our next article. Women, us guys love the way you smell.
Oh,
Ew.
God. Fucking creep. Joe Duncan. This guy's got to be a fucking creep if I ever heard one.
Yes, that means all of you.
Oh boy.
Oh, this
At
guy.
least this guy is sniffing women and not children, so he's a step up from Biden, but it's still creepy.
Oh, dude.
What?
I'm trying to pick a which of this guy's got 3 different pictures, and I'm trying to pick which one is the worst, and they're all 3 about the same. I'll just go with the one that's on his profile. So
Oh god. I just love the first sentence of this article is already creepy.
you're gonna have to hold on a second. This image is gonna be huge, so you're gonna have to kind of hold control and use your mouse wheel to shrink it. But yeah, this is our douchebaggy author here. It's in chat.
Ugh. He's gay Richard Spencer.
Oh, Richard Spencer. Okay.
That hair.
Alright. I just got done reading the work Men Let Us Smell You by Yale Wolf
Yeah.
here on Medium. And
This
I
guy's
felt
creepy.
and I felt the need to reply with the male perspective on such a fun topic, and I'll toss in a couple of public confessions for kicks.
Oh, joy.
In that story, she discusses her love and adoration for the male scent, the natural chemicals which pour out of the pores of men and into her nostrils that she always seems to find herself enamored with. I'll speak for myself here, and even theorize a bit about others, drawing from experience and conversations. But I'll start by saying that being able to smell a woman I'm romantic with has always been an important factor that drives me wild. I love your smells. I do.
Oh, you
I-
dick. He's got okay, his X profile, he's got like all of the phases of the moon. Fuck you, dude. You leave the moon alone, shithole. That's disgusting. Don't you no, you leave that celestial body the fuck out of your profile.
I know that there's so much misinformation out there, and so many women feel insecure about the way they smell. They feel they have to shower all the time, and
I mean, you
cle-
probably should at least once a day.
and being cleanly shaved all the time is another issue that we men don't really care about. Or else they become deeply self-conscious.
This
I'm here to
guy-
tell
This guy retweets fucking something from Astroglide.
No, Jesus.
you think this guy might be a perv? I don't know.
Maybe. You'll have to read more of the article to find out.
I'm here to tell you, your fears aren't the reality, though. I know it's not that easy to just shake some long-held beliefs overnight. Even if no other men out there love the way you smell, I love the way you smell. In fact, I
Fucking
adore
freak.
it.
Okay, every time when you say that, man, you're creeping me out. You are just creeping me out.
He's got like fucking stalker vibes coming off of this one.
Love the way you smell. I do.
I can appreciate that if two people have been together for a long time, they might have like a smell they associate with the other person, and that would be like familiar and comforting to them. But like what this guy is describing is just fucking creepy.
This
Oh.
is the kind of guy that sniffs the chair after she gets out of it.
You know who I think wrote this article? You know in Silence of the Lambs when Jodie Foster's walking down the walking
can
through
smell
the
your
prison. Yeah, and the guy goes, "I can smell your cunt." I think that's this guy.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
Yeah.
This guy, he linked an NPR article about campaign funds to pay for Botox and OnlyFans, and then he captions it with "Go big or go home, America."
I consider it an absolutely necessary part of any romantic experience, and I think that your significant other should too. From the softness of the smell of your hair to damp, fleshy fragrance of your neck, I
Yeah.
love it all. Even the
Oh, this-
pungent and acidic tang of your armpits on a hot day is always a treat.
Frosty, you're creeping me out, man.
Oh, he's one of those. He's one of those.
Ugh.
This is wrong, man.
Ugh.
He's also a Palestine supporter, so he's one of those fucking weirdos.
The fact
We
is,
shouldn't be reading this, man. I got a bad feel about this.
this is
Is
a
that your
podcast,
woman's
man.
intuition or gut feeling?
The fact
This
is,
guy is in love with Greece. I mean, he's got all sorts of. Oh God! It says he lives in Orlando, Florida, but he's posted several things about being in Athens.
the fact is, if I'm attracted to someone, I'm attracted to all of them, and a few pheromones can go a very, very long way when it comes to making me infinitely more attracted to you.
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Nice, complimentary, and not too overpowering perfumes are great on occasion, but I've got to confess that whenever a woman covered up her natural scent to the point where it was unremarkable, it always felt like something was missing. I've had women insist on showering before I go down on them, and I'd always respect their wishes and put their comfort first. but the oral sex which took place afterward was always unsatisfactory for me.
Okay, ladies. Okay, ladies. You know this guy is God's gift to women. He just let him go down on you, and he'll make your life perfect.
A sex act I love to do.
Can we take a brief intermission so I can vomit?
Mm-hmm.
A sex act I love to do just became a chore, which, hey, it happens. That's all right. But I think that perhaps if women knew how more men felt about this, they might think about it differently. Going down on a freshly showered woman just isn't as enjoyable.
God.
Public confession. Oh, now it's public confession.
I didn't
time.
know you going down on a woman was enjoyable for you. I thought it was supposed to be enjoyable for her.
Well, when he gets to taste all that sweat, Public confession. It's actually not uncommon for me to completely lose interest in sex because someone showered right before it, especially if they douse themselves with all sorts of scented products and artificial fragrances. Yes, I've turned women down because of this countless times.
Those lucky women.
This has happened a lot. Of course, I wasn't going to act bitter or sulk about it, but I just wasn't really all that interested in the sex anymore.
I'm not going to act bitter or sulk about it, but I will shit on you in a Medium article.
Instances like...
Can I make a request that the fourth article not be so soul crushing, because I'm pretty sure Granule is leaving Las Vegas, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yep. This guy, he posted, "I'm almost never on here anymore," meaning Twitter. "This platform is falling apart. You can reach me on Threads." Yeah, you saw how well that worked.
Okay. Instances like these are things men never talk about because I honestly think we don't want to hurt your feelings. While I might be a little on the extreme end, I prefer sex after a long, hard workday so I can appreciate the woman I'm with. In her most natural state, there's something so Paleolithic and carnal about it that just reeks of no nonsense and sweaty sex that drives me wild, unleashing a bit of a carnivore within.
Dude, seriously, you're a...
And vomit now. Got it.
I think the most we ever hear about how men feel about the scent of a woman, in general, comes from men who claim to be repulsed by the smell of a woman, especially the vagina, and I sincerely believe that 99.99% of these men are using this as a covert kind of misogyny.
This guy posted a picture of an iceberg that looks like a dick. And then it says, "Before you judge, 90% is underwater."
They don't really hate the way you smell. They're just saying that. I've noticed that most of these men will say this around other men or groups of people altogether, but when the clothes come off, they have zero complaints. I honestly think they just say this because they think it makes them sound selective, cultured, or cool, when all I hear is that they're perpetuating some weird hand-me-down folklore version of sexism, a sly and covert way to try to take her down a peg, that they likely heard from other men in their past.
Oh God, he's a COVIDiot.
So this is the kind of guy that the panty vending machines in Japan were made for.
Basically.
Yeah. He has one in his living room.
Oh, he's one of those climate change believers too. You dumb shit.
Like urban legends, racism and sexism too, spread through unwitting or ignorant participants who just think they're being edgy, cool, interesting, or funny when they repeat what they've heard. But they don't actually believe it. I also tend to see this as a huge red flag when talking with potential male friends. I've simply never met a guy who claimed to hate the way women naturally smell, who didn't end up having some serious control issue, and who didn't eventually espouse some seriously sexist rhetoric. Though a few may be out there, that hasn't been my experience at all. How men really feel about it is we almost invariably love it. Some men have confessed to me in private that they could just get off just smelling a woman, and I'm no exception to this rule.
Be noticed.
Sometimes I would smell a woman.
So you're a pervert that has pervert friends. Big surprise.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would smell a woman whom I'm attracted to, and instantly, as if I'd just inhaled the most beautiful drug on the planet, was sent into a near-orgasmic ecstasy. Men all over
Has he had
share...
himself tested to see if he's got cancer of the nose? Because there's something wrong with it.
Men all over share this experience, and I'm sure plenty of men out there are with me here when I say that we simply can't get enough of your natural sense.
Oh God, he retweeted Ed Krasenstein.
I've met... I don't think Ed Krasenstein likes the way women smell.
No.
Oh no, they're pictures
That's
of
like
Joe.
his brother smells.
They're pictures of Joe Biden in his bathing suit.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I've met many men who swear that they can't stand the smell of women, and those who are very adamant about it usually covertly use telling women that they need to take a bath and other such demands as a means of asserting dominance or establishing control.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm certain I cannot. Okay, you put me over the top with that stupid fucking face diaper, you dipshit. He's one of those people too. Okay. Done. I'm not looking at his fucking profile anymore. Fuck this guy.
He doesn't want to get germs, although he doesn't want women to bathe before he has sex with them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would love for him to go find some homeless woman and go down on her. You know he would never do that.
Go big or go home, baby.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
I'll never tell anyone what to do, but I can emphatically suggest that you stay away from these men. If he's not attracted to you after a long hike on a hot summer day, his love comes with some conditions that are virtually impossible to meet, like bathing.
What? Have a shower?
Yeah, they're impossible to meet, Terry. People sweat, people smell, people have fragrances which are as individual and unique as the rest of our bodies. And I can't believe I have to say this, but that's a very good thing. I think we all love that feeling of being pressed closely up against our partners, clinging to them and wrapping our limbs around them as tightly as we can, so that we
Jesus
can
Christ.
somehow...
Ah!
Yeah,
Absorb-
seriously. You are
Ugh.
fucking... Ugh.
absorb every inch of their skin against ours.
You're channeling this guy like perfect, dude.
How much do you want to bet this man showers twice a day?
Or more.
Probably like twice a month.
It's like, oh, my dick touched the toilet seat. Gotta
Oh
shower.
no, oh no! I think this guy's the opposite. I think he's got to shower once or twice a day.
And both Dante and Rotten Corpse were channeling Tariq Nasheed in chat.
Yeah, wash your ass, people.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, where was I? Okay. Maximizing the friction and resistance as we feel them push back against us, only to have it all topped off by a whiff of their hair. I love the way... I love the way my girlfriend's morning breath smells, and I'm completely unapologetic in this fact. I tell her this with a pretty decent regularity. There's something about the smell of her breath in general, as if I'm inhaling a part of her into myself. Some unseen
Ew.
essence. And I think that most people can relate to this
You
experience.
know, it's not the actual woman that you're smelling. It's the bacteria on the surface of her skin and in her mouth that are secreting these gases. You're smelling bacteria gas.
You're fucking up Rotten Corpse's workout.
Yeah, you don't want to eat dinner yet, Dante. You want to wait a very long time.
We're fucking up his workout because now he has a massive boner.
Yeah.
Don't go, Rotten. Don't go near this guy. You've worked out. You're going to be sweating. He's going to want you.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to just take a whiff and jizz all over.
Oh, Dante, all of a sudden you're craving popsicles.
Yes, not liking the way our partner smells is very, very weird to me. And now that my dating years are behind me, I can confidently say what I wouldn't hark on with my old partners, that you should be comfortable with yourself and your smells, if you can. I wouldn't
Do you
want to
think
tell.
this guy? Do you think this guy listens to himself doing ASMR?
Yeah.
You know, that's. I mean, this is like. Oh.
No, there's no ASMR with this guy. All he is sniffing.
he's just like.
He'd get along with Joe Biden great. But they need to go on a world tour of teenagers. The guy can smell all this guy can smell the teenagers and be like, oh nope, that one's right.
It's
And
the
then
Biden,
Joe can go sniff them.
it's the Biden sniff along tour. He jacks off to his own ASMR videos.
I wouldn't want to tell people what to do. So I waited until now to leave this in hopes that women might, hopefully, be able to ease a bit of their insecurity and find reassurance in the fact that us guys love the way you smell, and the ones who don't are probably lying.
Whatever you say there, dude.
He doesn't want to tell women, but you do know that women do that themselves because that's what makes them comfortable.
So, son, you've got to stop. You've got to stop bathing. It's the only way Moonshock will really love you.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
I'll get right on that. Not
hey, let me come up and smell you.
you do that. I will kick you in the nuts.
I see it.
So you married Eric Cartman. You married Eric Cartman.
Kicking me in the nuts.
It's like people who don't like animals. I don't trust people who claim to not like the smell of their partners. So be you, be free, and find someone who appreciates all of you is my motto. And don't settle for anything less.
Okay, you can go away.
I swear, this guy bathes at least twice a day. His house is going to be sterile as fuck, and it's going to be bleached.
That or he has scented candles.
No, it's going to be so sterile because he wants it that way so he can smell his girlfriend.
No. Do you think this is the one guy who bought the Gwyneth Paltrow candle?
Oh, probably.
I need pussy juice. You can have mine. That's just wrong. A man after my own heart, or should that be nose?
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
Why'd you get rid of your face, Keith? It was cute.
Ooh, hello.
No, that's where you want to sniff. That's where he's like that. You sniff there.
He's like,
scratch and sniff.
This.
He must have liked scratch and sniff Snickers when he was growing up.
So is that washed right there? You think, or is it like 3-day-old?
If that woman's got any self-respect, yes.
No, it's 3-day-old stank. This guy's like, I can smell that a mile away.
Merry Christmas, Devil Fruit Zero.
All right.
But seriously, what kind of women would wear those? Those things look very scratchy.
It's just for sex, baby. They come right off. They're on. She goes, takes her shower, puts them on because they know they're going to come right off.
Ah, okay.
All right. So, with the end of the third article comes the final game,
Terry's favorite,
which is Po or No Gender Edition. Where I'll give you...
I'm going with whatever Braniel says.
DP,
No,
DP.
Braniel doesn't go until after us.
But Braniel is in the process of getting alcohol poisoning.
Don't worry, there's still one more article.
Braniel is suffering here.
Well, just give him a good sniff, make him feel better.
Yeah. Have you tried telling him he doesn't have to bathe?
I'm sorry, no. I mean, like Jack said, everybody's got a scent to themselves, and if you've been with your partner long enough, that familiar. But I'm sorry, body odor, that's just nasty. I don't care how long you've been with somebody.
It smells like rotten onions.
Please, for the love of God, an easier fourth article. Braille is about 2 steps away from drinking the rubbing alcohol.
Don't worry, our last article is nice and Christmassy.
Oh,
God.
Well, I mean, it's got to be. Look at the title, Jack. It's got to be a Christmas with the Skanks themed article.
All right. So this is the one where I give you 3 genders, 2 of which are from the LGBTI wiki, meaning they're 100% real, and 1 I made up. And you have to figure out which one is made up. I don't know. You have to
Mistletoe
wait and see.
stocking stuffer.
Like
Oh, that would
Santa
be-
gender.
There's gonna be a stocking stuffer gender, please.
Santa gender. Somebody who thinks that they can fall in love with a giant sack.
And I'll even give you a short description of each one. All right. So let's see. Gender A, winter mall gender. Xenogender related to a mall in winter or being in a mall during winter. All right. Gender B, snow flesh.
What? I'm a
Xenogen-
snowman.
Xenogender connected to blood, gore, and snow.
The
And then
fuck?
three things that just naturally go
Well,
together.
yeah, those are not mutually exclusive.
Horror movie set in the
Also,
Alright.
it's Die Hard too. Got it.
And gender C, chubby elfine.
All real. All
Oh,
real.
Oh, please tell me that one B would be. Oh my god.
All right. Mythologender related to being a fat or chubby elf in Santa's workshop.
Oh my god. I that one is so awesome. I hope that one's real as fuck. Because the person that invented that, bravo. And if you're that person, Frosted, bravo double.
All right. So I'll start a poll so the chat can get in on it. And don't forget one of the options is that they're all real.
Chubby healthy. This actually makes up for that second fucking article. Oh my god. Just okay. Chubby Elfine with snow flesh at the Winter Mall. Oh dear God.
Well, I'm going
I-
to believe in the Christmas miracle. I'm going to believe that they're all real.
Yes, I agree.
I am going to vote for C, even though I think that they're all real. I'm gonna vote for C anyway because it sounds the most like Frosted's gay D&D shit.
Essex.
And I will say this: if C is real, then that fucking flag it better have a goddamn gigantic fucking elf holding two flags on the side. One of them's white and one of them's red for Santa colors.
Okay, so let's see. C and all real are tied for first. All right. So Jack, which one are you going with?
C.
All right. Moon.
All real, but only because I want C to be real. Because there's some fucking elf holding his nutsack and be like, "This is what Christmas looks like."
All right, Terry.
I believe in the Christmas miracle. All real.
All right. Let's see. Sun.
I'm gonna go with all real. That's been my answer for months now. All real.
All right. Well, the chat is also leaning all real. All right. So, Braniel, you can answer now if you'd like.
A.
All right. Okay. Give it a few more seconds on the poll.
Come on, people. There's 36 people watching, but only 5 upvotes.
Yo, man,
Click the thumb. Come on.
I see 11 upvotes.
I only
have-
see 5.
there's
Maybe I
five.
need to refresh the page, but I only see
Alright.
5.
And the winner is all real with 44%.
Oh wait.
That-
They're
That's
not all
oh jeez.
It's the winner of the poll, he's saying.
I don't care. I'm stopping right there. They're all fucking real. Yeah, I win.
All right. And the answer
Come on.
is
Elf holding the nutsack. Come on.
C is fake.
You fucker.
Ah,
You son of a bitch.
Oh, you're real so bad.
Can you
Ah,
at least invent a flag of a fucking elf holding his nuts and be like, "This is what Christmas feels like"?
So it
Ah,
seems like Kate got the right answer, it seems like in chat.
hey, Keeve.
uh,
There we go.
Yeah.
That's more like it. 36 people watching, 33 upvotes. There we go.
yeah. All right. So let's take a look at the flags for the real ones.
Damn you, Will Riker.
So there we have Winter Mall Gender, which looks like it was made in MS Paint.
I think they all are, aren't
Of
they?
course it does.
Oh, lame. That looks like a fucking mall from South Park.
There's a gender called winter mall gender,
Yeah.
for people to go stand at the mall during the winter. Are there
Yeah.
even malls still around?
Well, maybe
Yes.
other winter mall gender identifying folks, maybe that's where they go to have relations. Hey, you want to go to the food court and make out? Sure, I'm winter mall gender just like y'all, so hey, let's go do it. Ooh, look at that. They got a Sbarro's over there. Let's go get us a slice so you can touch my pepperoni.
Now, is there a summer, spring, and autumn mall gender?
I don't know. Maybe you'll find out in future episodes.
Don't go anywhere, in other words.
Miss Booney.
All right, and here's Snow Flesh, which looks like the inside of someone's colon.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
So did you pick that one for the previous article for that guy to smell?
That one almost looks like
We've had that flag before.
Now we've had one that looks similar, but not
It's the
same.
one that's the bride one that they like people dressed up as brides covered in blood or something. That
you know,
looks
if you
like
turn
one.
that vertically, it could look like something else.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it looks like the inside of someone's colon. So
All right, now show us the flag of Chubby Elfie. God damn it, I want to see it.
No, there isn't one. He made it up.
I don't care. I still want to see it.
but let's see. But we do have a Poe or No Too Retarded for TV this week.
Chubby
Huzzah!
Elfie? Is it Chubby Elfie?
Okay, how did you come up with that one? I have to ask that one.
I know.
I don't know. I was just trying to think of one, a Christmassy one, and I don't know. I had to throw in something to make it weirder.
I still maintain it was to do with his weird Dungeons and Dragons thing.
No,
Bud!
D&D elves are not the same as Santa elves.
Yeah, totally
It-
different, Jack.
You,
Come on.
you don't have frickin' Legolas making presents. All right.
Sure they are. The Santa elves are the same as the Lord of the Rings elves are the same as the Keebler elves.
Although I would like to see Snow White and the Seven Dwarves with Gimli. All right. So this week's gender is cheesy ground Bezavrika.
What?
What?
Ah!
Just show it. What the cheesy,
Cheesy
ground,
ground
bis-
bis-
Africa?
Gender
the fuck is that?
Gender identity which tastes like or is cheesy ground beef quesadillas.
Nice.
A Mexican, got it.
You know, all of a
And-
sudden, I want a nice fucking tasty bacon cheeseburger.
And there's the flag.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
That looks like a
Slice of
3-day-old
pizza losing the cheese.
woman's front crack who didn't wash, and all of a sudden there's like spooge on it.
Lord save me.
What the hell does your spooge look like?
What the? Okay, what is that shape supposed to be?
I don't know,
Cheese.
tortilla or
It's what was
nacho.
it's a quesadilla, right? Or burrito or something that you said it was? It's just a tortilla on the triangle shape.
I'm gonna go look at pictures of cheeseburgers.
Mm.
All right. So now it's time for the promised final article, the Christmassy article. And we all know the trope of saving Christmas, you know, the dog that saved Christmas or some shit like that.
Anybody else
Oh.
want cheeseburger?
Please.
Are we
Now
gonna have to
we-
go get a cheeseburger?
There's at
Now-
least 3. Go.
Now we have the next evolution. A blowjob
saved
saved
Christmas?
Christmas.
Yeah. Hmm.
A blowjob saved Christmas. All right. Oh. Well, who the fuck is this? Miss Hannah?
MILF Hannah.
MILF Hannah. Okay.
MILF. Their first name is MILF.
I'm guessing it's not their
Probably not
given
their real
name.
name.
Oh, if that's
Although-
their real name, I'd be so changing that so quick. Oh my god.
That'd be
Oh.
pretty based on the part of their parents.
Wow. Okay, so I'm looking at this person's page on Medium, and whoever the hell this person is, there are a lot of panty pictures of women in them.
Mm-hmm.
And these
This
ones
is
you don't
fucking
and these ones you don't
disturbing.
want to post?
Yeah.
Well, that's not the author's face. We have to have the author's face.
I mean, if you even go to Google, Safe Search has blurred all of the pictures of MILF Hannah.
Well, yeah, the first name, MILF.
Yeah.
You will get no picture from me. No.
All right. My
Fucking
sex work
weirdos.
journey is not a singular path. I've taken many different roads to get here, and some of the turns I have taken have been for different reasons. One of the biggest reasons Mitchell and I started down this road is to improve our own sex life, both combined and individually. Of course, money is also a factor. I can't say that it's not. As much fun as we are having, the time and dedication that it takes to be seen and noticed is extensive. We also both work in public education. That's great.
That's a red flag.
Which-
okay. What the fuck?
Which means
Pea girls? You fucking weirdo.
What?
Which means the extra money sometimes isn't even extra, if that makes sense. About a month ago, I wrote that one of my subscribers on Fansly offered me $500 for a blowjob. You can read the
Oh.
blog here.
Here we go. This is a shared account between this person named Hannah and her husband Mitchell.
Ah.
Hmm. You know damn well who did all those pictures, though. Fucking weirdos.
In it, I talk about the pros and cons of accepting the offer, and I also
Bro,
mention that
$500. Con, you're a whore.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee, and is it a coincidence that they have over 1,000 followers? Probably desperate fucking simp men's.
Probably.
Fucking I fucking hate people like this. Stop being such a fucking whore, you goddamn skank.
somebody clip that. Let's see. Okay. I'm here to tell you that I decided not to do it. Initially. After I turned down the proposal.
There goes Terry. See?
Terry's off to get the blowjob.
Yeah. Terry found a lead.
$500? That's cheap. Off I go.
After I turned down the proposal, we got hit with unexpected bills that would have made Christmas in our house bleak.
Yeah, you better go out and get a couple of Hummers for $500, huh?
Mm.
I still wasn't sold on sucking a stranger's cock for money, but it was Mitchell that talked it through with me and ultimately changed my mind.
your
So her husband
got you
convi-
to- Yeah.
That's
Her
not
husband
the
convinced her
off-the-key.
to suck another guy's cock.
So I think Rotten was right. The husband is a cock.
Yep.
Is stupidity an STD?
Sometimes.
If that's really the author, Keith, then that does not surprise me.
This past
And she
weekend,
had to crop the image because otherwise it was slightly unsafe for her.
Mm-hmm. This past week,
I gave a $500 blowjob. I kind of
Hey,
wish I...
ultra fucking. Ugh.
Babe,
Sorry.
I'm down.
She had to save Christmas Moon. I thought you liked Christmas.
Regardless, $500 fucking dollars to get your fucking dick sucked. That I can't even fathom that.
I've got better uses for $500 myself, but hey, it's his money. If he wants to spend it on expensive blowjobs, I guess that's his call.
I kind of wish I was joking, but I'm not. Let me tell you how it happened. I reached back out to the subscriber and told him I've changed my mind. This is where things get tricky. It's hard coordinating stuff like this without giving up my location or personal details. We discovered that we are roughly 4.5 hours apart, and that meeting somewhere in the middle is what makes the most sense. I was very clear that Mitchell would be with me the entire time, too. He was fine with that. In fact, he welcomed it. My subscriber was to rent a hotel room because we simply couldn't afford it. Yes, that is cliche, but it was the easiest and safest way for us to meet. Mitchell is a realist, however, and mentioned that would likely spend about $80 in gas getting there and back. This man increased the offer to $600 just to make sure we got the full $500 for the blowjob on top of renting the hotel room. This is no joke. It actually happened. Money and sex are good, but being safe is what...
I fucking hate you, dude. I really fucking hate you.
But it's Christmas time.
I don't care.
Geez, someone's being a Grinch.
If me being fucking irrational and being angry about some desperate motherfucker paying $500 for a blowy to watch the woman given the blowy, her husband is watching.
There
And
and back
jerking off
again.
in the corner. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
There and back again. A blowjob story.
No
Dante in
shit.
chat. Let's see. Money and sex are good, but being safe is what it's all about. We all agreed that we would be screened ahead of time for STDs. No amount of money is worth contracting a venereal disease for.
Then don't do it, you fucking easy bitch.
As expected, we shared the results and we were both clean. It was time to do it. We left early on Sunday morning and got to the hotel around noon. He messaged us the room number, and we went right there without stopping at the desk. He let us in, and I did what I do best. I gave him a
dick.
I gave him a blowjob. It wasn't.
I was right.
It wasn't a 15-minute blowjob either. Not for $500 or $600. I took my time. I teased him. I teased him and brought him close to the edge before pausing and starting all over again.
Oh Jesus!
When he finally came, he filled my mouth with cum, which I proudly displayed before I swallowed it.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, and okay, we're done. We are fucking done. This is.
But now you won't know what you did with the rest of the cum, man.
No, I don't. I don't care what she did. I don't care that she down that shit like a goddamn.
Well, listen. All of this is well and good, but I have one question. What did her armpit smell like?
That's the important part.
I get the feeling this woman's also been ridden like a fucking Greyhound bus too. As long as they check out for STDs, I can do whoever I want.
That was it. We left with $600 in cash, and we stopped to do Christmas shopping on the way home.
Oh my god!
If you are wondering, no, I'm not ashamed of using this money to buy presents for my kids. Not when neither of our salaries have increased since 2019, and the cost of living has nearly doubled across the board.
Just remember where that switch came from, little Jimmy.
No, I'm not ashamed. I'm actually quite proud of the fact that I'm allowing myself to express my sexuality and use it in a safe way to supplement our income. I promised I would report back about the blowjob, and I did just that.
You are a whore, plain and simple.
There we go.
And Frosted, fuck you. See, that's the shit right there. See that stupid up the leg crap? This person has got articles of nothing but that. It's fucking disgusting.
Starting to think she's kind of a perv.
Wow. What, did you figure that one out all by yourself?
But Mom, how could you afford this toy? Well,
And would it make you feel any better if I told you that Daddy watched too? Oh, there goes Terry again.
No, he's back already.
Well, Timmy, do you know what bukkake is?
I just realized this would be a very different version of Jingle All the Way.
Oh, yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Or he has to find that toy, but instead he just sucks a dick for it.
Yeah.
See, I don't want that cheeseburger anymore. Sorry. Thanks, bitch.
All right. Well, now that we're all filled with the Christmas spirit and other various fluids,
Especially this woman's mouth. She deep throated that shit something fierce.
She needs to get with the other guy who likes the smell. It can work great.
What does your dick smell like? I don't know. What does it taste like? Well, here, let me show you.
I think her husband is Destiny.
Oh.
Let's see. So, next week, it should be free next week. So, we should.
I don't know.
Be...
You're gonna go and another $600 article.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm $500 richer now. Don't ask how.
Yeah.
Don't ask how.
All right. So we should
It
be
just
back.
reminds me of all those things where it said, "Want to make a quick, easy $500? Ask me how." Like you see those signs on the side of the street that says, "Get money now. Ask me how." Just
The
make sure
elites
you're
don't
clean.
want you to know how to make $500.
Make $500 cash right now. Ask me how.
Step one, close your eyes.
And then she'll do the rest.
All right. Well,
Oh,
we should be
God.
back next week, so I'll take a moment to shill my co-hosts and guest. I Like Boobs has Quippers United on his channel Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, we will be having a show this Christmas Eve, so tune in for that.
You've
Yeah.
now ruined bananas for me forever, Frost. Can you
Yeah.
please, for the love of God, get this fucking picture up of there? All I can think of now is I sucked off a banana. Ask me how.
Let's see.
Oh,
And,
you shit. He zoomed in. You fucker.
Moonshock has his Twitch channel linked in the description where he plays games that aren't as good as Super Seducer.
Yes, and just to let everybody know, there will not be a stream again next week, but I will be resuming again on Wednesday of the first Wednesday of next year.
Let's see. Terry is on Mr. Adams and Hammer's Minions nights. He's on Six of Silver streams. He's on Johnny Hellcat streams. He's on Clippers United.
And he's always $500 richer every time.
Yeah. There is no stream he will not go on. Anything you want to shill, son?
No. Except for your channel, what Terry does, what Jack does, what Moon does.
Oh, God, I can't. I just can't.
Would you end it so he can, like, get his brain back in order?
Ask
Is
me
he-
how.
Is he crossing his legs right now, son?
I don't know. I don't want to go downstairs and find out. He needs to go back and play with his dinosaurs.
Oh my God.
All right. So we should see you guys next week. So Merry Christmas, everybody. And we hope you follow some of the examples that we've said here tonight.
Just don't ask me how.
Don't. Just don't.
Don't ask me how, because I will not tell.
Go smell a woman's armpits.
Yeah, there you go.
So
Hold on,
Bye.
hold on.
Bye,
And,
guys.
and Frosted, never read a story that way again.
Wait. Steve just sent me a picture. Give me a fucker.